and we're pleased to say that we've got quite dry conditions out there at the moment. It's still very, very humid, temperature in the mid-20s, and there is our first runner. 1 minute 30.5778 for Brock Feeney, just 19 years of age. His very first shootout. Rookie, the only rookie in the field. Now, when we say that, you've got to qualify the remark, because do not for a minute think that this young guy has not done a huge amount of motor racing. Andrew Edwards is one of the engineers there. Martin Short is looking after this young guy, and behind him is team manager Mark Dutton. So it's a new complexion in the engineering group inside the Red Bull Ampol racing team, and we get down to the line with an indicative time now from Brock, and it is a 1 minute 30.7. Just keeping an eye on it.
Nice roll of that. It's going to be faster than qualifying, so good effort. P17. Here we go.
And David gets a 1 minute 30.39 to his credit, third of a second up.
Not turn 8, sorry about that.
So let's see what happens. Tim Blanchard is very confident that these guys will continue to march forward as they did last year. Huge faith in Tim Slade, who gets continuity on his side going into this championship season.
Got it stopped nicely for turn 8. That's where David Reynolds had the overshot in the previous run. He's had 33 top 10 shootouts. He's only had one pole from a top 10 shootout, but so far it's been a nice contained lap for Slade. This is faster, I think, at this point than David Reynolds, and the number that he did to get in was a 30.37. We think it's going to knock that off. This is a nice lap, and a 29.9 is an exceptional lap.
Now, he's taken best part of 4/10 of a second out of his qualifying time. Kind of indicates that the track conditions better, and Tim might have found a little bit as well. He makes that awkward gear shift coming out of the final corner. The car sliding, and just bops the rev limiter ever so slightly, gets it to the control line, and our number is 1 minute 30.07. He misses out by 0.13 of a second.
P2 at the moment on a 30.0, Slade to the 29.94.
Now they hop across the concrete curb there and then back out to the outside of the road. Second gear, hug the left-hand side of the road on the way out. Awkward gear shift right where the car's loaded into the final corner. And now just trying to study the data all the way down to the checkered flag. What's he got for us? And didn't quite get there in the end mark. 1 minute 30.08.
P3, just a smidge behind Kostecki in front of Reynolds.
He's managed to get himself into the shootout, so that's the first box ticked. Didn't look too bad through the early part of one, but I tell you what, that is as close as you dare to running out of road on the exit down there. Briefly grabs top gear, Will Brown chasing Tim Slade on a 29.9. Will doesn't quite get there.
Yeah, good job there, mate.
6/100ths of a second. Slade's safe for the moment.
So Slade's lap, who come into the top 10 shootout in 8th, has been absolutely superb. Have a look how wide this gets. And how's the tyre distortion?
It had a bit of push through the mid-corner and 39 flat at turn 8. So he's about a 10th and a half way away in the mid-sector. So I think Slade might be safe here for at least one more runner. We'll see. What's the final sector like now for Andre Heimgartner? First part of the lap looked pretty strong. Middle of the lap, we've got a question mark on it. When he gets to the checkered flag, is it going to be enough? Very close, but not quite. He misses out by 4/1000ths of a second to Tim Slade. Slade hangs on again for just one more moment.
And straight to scales on the inlet. Nice job, brother.
Absolutely beautiful, and the numbers say so also. This is the best cumulative number to the second sector. Can he finish it off? He's very good normally in this final corner. Listen to his throttle. Beautiful. No wheel spin. Absolutely dead on. This is going to put Shane Van Gisbergen to the top of the pops. What's the number? 29.55. Absolutely superb lap. Faster than anything so far this weekend.
Keeps it glued to the inside of the road through here. Nice. Maggie jumps out of the way, and he's locked the rear brakes on the run into the hairpin. That will burn time on the stopwatch. It disconnects him from the ideal racing line. He slides out the other side. That was costly. So it was a 39.1 for him in the mid-sector versus the best we've seen from Shane, which was a 38.8. So some time burned there.
Yeah, that's going to put him back into Heimgartner, Brown, Kostecki land there somewhere. That was a big mistake, and it was only because he come off Corporate Hill so fast it actually made the limiter. It made the limiter, and he was going too quick when he got there. What's the number? 30.05.
P5.
Got it stopped nicely, a little bit of oversteer off the exit of turn 2. That doesn't really hurt. We'll give you the first number. What's it look like? 25.8's the number he's got to beat, and there's nothing in it. 5.7, beautiful job.
I tell you what, the thing came out of turn 2 like a rocket and hugged the road there in the gear shift to 3rd gear, and he got through that right-hander beautifully at 3. It's looking strong on the exit of 5. Back to 2nd gear for turn 6, kisses the concrete, feeds the throttle gently, slides it up onto the top of the curbing. Next gear to 3rd, on the limiter. Hugs the racing line through there. Fair bit of wheel work going on. He had to chase it out the other side. Feeds it 2nd gear. Connects to that apex on the inside nicely. Tiny bit of mid-corner push. Lights it up on the rear tyres on the other way out. But how's the number mark? The cumulative is the best that we've seen. And this tallies with what we saw here last year based on his extraordinary Armour All qualifying form. He's got 1 corner to run, and this is going to be an absolute nail-biter, as it was in 2021 and years gone by. It is a knife-edge battle between Red Bull and Shell V-Power Racing. He pulls top gear. I think he might have done it. Anton De Pasquale has the pole, the first pole of 2022 by nearly 0.2 of a second.
Absolutely superb lap.
Copy, thank you.
Beautiful lap. And you won't get 2 better laps between the Van Gisbergen and De Pasquale laps are as good as you will ever see for both of those teams.
And Ludo knew it. As soon as he came out of the final corner in the micro sectors, you saw him pump the desk, and he knew the job had been done. So, Anton, beautiful job. And, I mean, right from the very beginning at turn 1, and the way he got it into 2 and out the other side through 3, the signals were there that this car was working well. Not an easy thing to do either as a driver or from an engineering standpoint, and just to get those tyre pressures right. So, awesome performance, and that's the man on the technical side. And actually, that would have hurt.
It would have.
He's given that desk a fair thump, hasn't he?
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful lap. We made lots of comparisons with Scott McLaughlin, who actually has texted us today, who was watching from America. So, Scotty, this is going to put a big smile on your face before you go to bed over there after your recent IndyCar win and pole position. So, congratulations from everybody again. But to see Anton De Pasquale put a lap together like that was very McLaughlin-like. And those comparisons continue to be drawn between 2 of our superstars of the sport.
It's a symphony just watching all that go together in such harmony to be able to put together a lap like that. In fact, all of the runners out there did a mighty job. In the end, there was a margin of just over 1 second. Great performance by Tim Slade. So the headline is Anton De Pasquale, Armour All pole #1 for 2022.